Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, considering the day that I'm filming this, is A-level results day, and I'm going into year 13, which means that in exactly a year I will be done with school. I am making a what I wish I knew before I went into year 12 video, because I did a lot of things wrong that I would like other people not to repeat, because I believe it has set me back academically, but that is my fault. Yeah, it's all my fault. This video is going to be separated into 4 different sections. The first section is all about your academic work. So this is the work that you're putting in to the actual schoolwork that is set. The second thing is social. So the people that you surround yourself with, what you're doing, all that sort of stuff. The third thing is you yourself, what you can be doing, what you should be doing, and what you should not be doing. And then finally, UCAS. I hate UCAS. UCAS is the bane of my life, and we'll get into why that is. So the first section that I'm going to be talking about is work. So the first thing I want to talk about with work is for you to do your homework the literal minute you get it. I want you to receive your homework from the teacher, or online, whatever it is, the minute you see that go up. In your next free period, or after school, I need you to sit down and do that homework. You know why? Because homework is going to get more difficult from GCSE. You've heard lots of people say that the jump between year 11 and year 12 is massive. It is. The workload... Honestly, I don't want to scare you. The workload kind of jumped on top of me and pushed me very far into the ground, and I thought I was going to die. But it's because from GCSE, you have a wide variety of courses that you are completing. And obviously you can't focus on that much information on each of them because you're doing 20 exams in the course of 2 months. You can hardly remember all the topic details. However, going into year 12, where you're only studying 3 or 4 courses, the topics get so much deeper. There is so much more work that you have to put in because the topics are so small. I mean, this is my classics folder from 1 year of work. This is not the only folder on classics that I have, but she's packed. There's a lot going on. You'd see this amount of work for 2 years of doing GCSEs. So just keep in mind that this is going to be you, and how do you want to organise that for yourself? The second thing I'd like to say about work is do extra work. Please do extra work. I'm actually begging you. I need you to, whenever you get taught a topic or you come to the end of a topic in school, I want you to go on YouTube and watch all the videos about it you can find. I want you to go on Quizlet and find all the resources people have made. Do the extra work so that you can level up your understanding, and it's not going to be as difficult for you to come back to because you've got that much knowledge on it. And keep coming back to it. Every month, do a refresh of that topic. What do I know? What don't I remember? What could I be doing to remember these things? My third point about work, ask people for help. Please. I don't care that we're Gen Z and we have social anxiety. That's not my problem. I need you to, I'm saying so many things that I need you to do, but it's from the love of my heart that I am trying to help you, okay? You have to see that I've got your best interests at heart, okay? So, you're in class, you have a question, you don't want to talk to the teacher. What do? Do you A, stay in silence, learn nothing and fail your A-levels? That doesn't sound right, does it? Or B, ask someone for help. Say you're in class, you don't know what it is, you've got someone next to you. Ask the person next to you, do you know what this is? If they say yes, brilliant, have them explain it to you. If they say, oh, I'm not really sure either, ask the teacher. If you don't want to ask the teacher in class because you're embarrassed, just wait till the end of class, go back into the classroom. Hi miss, hi sir, I actually had a question about this topic specifically because I didn't understand it when you were talking about it. Is there any way that you could explain it to me now, or maybe email me more resources so that I can look into it in my own time? Do you know how easy that is? That's so easy. Please just do it, please. There were so many times where I didn't understand a topic and I didn't ask anyone because I was embarrassed, because I felt like I shouldn't be stupid. But it's not stupid to not know things, because there is so much going on in these subjects. You're not going to know everything. Not everything's going to be common sense. That's why we're at school. We're at school to learn. We're not at school to know things, because if we already knew things, there'd be no point in school in the first place. Okay, so the next topic I have for you is social. Social is about the people that you surround yourself with, what you're doing to interact with people, all that sort of stuff. So the first thing I want you to do is to be nice to your teachers. This links back to academic, because if you're nice to your teachers, if you create a nice, loving, safe environment with your teachers will want to help you because they'll know that you're actually interested in learning. If you talk to your teacher every day, even if you don't have a subject with them, like, hi miss, hi sir, in the hallways, how was your day, how are you doing, what years have you taught today, just stupid conversational stuff. In class, participate, do all the stuff that your teacher would want you to do, because then that's going to create more of an environment where you can go for help after class and be like, hi, I don't understand this. Or if you do extra work like I've told you to do, say you did a past paper or something, you could give that to your teacher and be like, would you mind marking this for me? Because that's what your teachers are there for. Your teachers are a tool for you to learn. Their whole purpose of being there and getting paid is so that you can excel in your learning. So why are you not taking advantage of that? I feel like I'm having a go at myself, personally, but this is just, it needs to be said, because you have such an amazing source in front of you. This teacher who has literally studied this subject for ages, learned how to teach this subject the most effectively, and you're not utilising that. I'd like to add for you to be nice to your form tutors, to your head of year, to just the staff around the school generally, because they're all going to be nice to you and they're all going to help you. But also being nice to the teachers, the head teachers, your head of year. This is important because I'm going to talk about this later. This is very important for you, Cass. Please be good in your classes. Please be good to your head of year. My head of year loves me. I'm so great. My teachers, not so much. I don't know. No, my teachers love me. What am I talking about? I'm great. I'm so good to my teachers, and I need you to be too. The second point I have about social is be nice to everyone, okay? All the people around you, you are coming into, well, if it's your base school that you're already at, and you're coming into the sixth form, and there are probably lots of people that you know, just get over the bad blood, or just don't talk to the people that you've had problems with previously. Make new friends, because there's going to be new people coming into your sixth form. But if your sixth form is a lot like mine, I stayed at my base school, but a lot of new people came into the sixth form. If your sixth form is like that, you have so many opportunities to make new friends. So pick the people in your classes that can help you. Pick the people who are doing similar subjects to you so that you can share knowledge and help each other. But also, don't create drama for the sake of it. Please don't do it, because there is no point in creating an environment where you don't feel safe, you don't feel happy. You want to be surrounded by people that you can confide in, that you can talk to, that you can get help from, that you can help. You don't want to be in an environment where you're constantly arguing with people all the time, or you're not having a good time at school because of people. School is a great place to meet new people, but it's also a place where you are learning. Your main purpose of being at school is learning, it's not for socialising. But having these people is also an academic weapon, you know? Just don't start drama for the sake of it, because it's not worth it. I'm here in the editing phase, and I remembered a really good point for social. Make friends with year 13s. If you're staying at the same sixth form like I did, I was friends with a lot of people in the year above me because I do theatre, I was involved in the theatre at the school, and so I knew the people. So I was friends with these people that are in the year above. They've just gotten their results, and one of my friends who does the same subject as me literally got an A star in the subject. and they gave me their folder because I was their friend. They gave me their folder. Do you know how useful that is for school? I now have the entire folder and coursework of an A-star student. That is so helpful, and I need you to utilise this by being friends with all the year 13s that you can when you get into year 12. Just be best friends with them and then ask them if you can have their folder. My third topic is what you can be doing to help your education, to help your chances of going to uni and things like that. My first point for you is to utilise your free periods, please. Please do it. In your free periods, you should be doing homework, doing extra work, looking at the classwork that has already been done and refreshing it, reading your texts that you need to study, reading textbooks, trying different equations that you've learned, all of that sort of stuff. Just finding out ways that you can study more effectively. I know this feels like it's a great time for you to talk to friends, for you to go on your phone because you're not used to having your phone at school because the government for some reason doesn't like phones at school. But in sixth form, you can have your phone and go on TikTok or go on Block Blast. Don't do it, please. As someone who spent the first term of school on my phone on Block Blast for the entire of my free periods, don't do it. It's not worth it. There's no point. I know you want to socialise, and that's a good idea, but do that during break times, do that during lunch times, although lunch times should most certainly be used for doing work as well. Just use your time effectively, because it may seem like you have a lot of time, but for me, year 12 went like that. And I don't want you to be in the same situation as I was at the end of year 12, where I was terrified about going into year 13 and being really stressed out because I didn't think I put enough work in. The second thing I want to add about what you can be doing is do extracurriculars. These things will make you get pushed further and have universities actually pay attention to you. I don't want to go to university, but still, apprenticeships are going to be looking at that as well. Future internships, future jobs. Everything is going to look at what you did during your school time. So do extracurriculars. Sign up to be the head of the student body. Join an art club, join a Spanish club, join a Dungeons and Dragons club like I did. And if there's not a club like that, ask a teacher if you can make your own club, because making your own club sounds really, really cool on your UCAS or wherever you can put it. I founded this club at my school. I mean, you were literally writing your name on the school's history. Of course, universities are going to pay attention to that. Another thing you can do is make a revision timetable. Now, year 12, you don't want to stress yourself out too much, because if you put too much work in, then you're going to get burnt out halfway through, and there's going to be no point. Do a light revision timetable. Utilise your free periods, have some time after school where you can study. Study on the weekends, but not too hard. Just make sure that you are using your time effectively. Finally, I'm going to talk about UCAS. UCAS has been haunting my life. I hate UCAS. It's the bane of my existence. The first thing I want you to do relating to UCAS is watch YouTube videos. You are sat here watching my video about what to do in year 12. Maybe go and watch some YouTube videos about personal statements. Because obviously you don't go into year 12 automatically knowing how to write your personal statement. And you can't really ask to see other people's because they're not going to be personal to you. You're not going to get any information from reading them because it's just going to be about someone else's life story, and that's not helpful for you. And that's not helpful to you at all. What you want is to be able to know the structure of what you're writing and be able to utilise that. Other people's work isn't going to get you there, but maybe some YouTube videos about what people did will. The second point I have about this is that you should be really nice to your teachers, like I said earlier, because your teachers, your form tutors, your heads of year, they're all going to be writing your references for your UCAS. If you're not nice to your teachers, they're not going to see the real you and all the work that you put in. And I don't think they'd write something unkind on your personal statement, but a teacher that you know personally is going to write in much more detail about you and much nicer things about you. So would you prefer has good attendance and hands working, or has amazing attendance, hands working on time, always kind to teachers, always participating? Which would you rather? Because I know which one I'd rather. Finally, I'd like to add, don't stress yourself out too much. It is an important stage of your life, but mocks aren't going to be the end of the world unless you're applying for Oxbridge, which is not my domain. Go watch a different video about that because I'm not here for you. So yeah, unless you're going to Oxbridge, unless you're doing something that like involves really detailed work put into it, if you're like me who's doing 3 essay subjects because she doesn't know what she wants to do with her life, don't think about it too much. Be chill, but still put the work in, if you get what I mean. Good luck to all of the Year 12s this September, hoping that you get into the 6th forms that you want, and I hope that all of the Year 12s that are going into Year 13, which is my year, good luck to all of us for our A-levels coming up this year, and I hope everyone gets into the unis that they want. Bye!